America, land of the free, home of the brave, a country built on dreams and hard work where innovation and determination have always been the cornerstones of our success. And once upon a time, the factory floor of the world. Our factories hummed with the sounds of progress, and our workers were the heartbeat of this industrial giant. After World War II, America was an economic titan. We built everything. Our cities grew, our industries thrived, and our streets were filled with the energy of a nation on the rise. Cars? Detroit was cranking them out. The Motor City became synonymous with automotive excellence, producing vehicles that defined an era. Steel? Pittsburgh was the place to be. The Steel City forged the backbone of America's infrastructure, from skyscrapers to bridges, clothes, toys, TVs, you name it, we made it, and made it good. Our products were a testament to American craftsmanship and ingenuity. American workers were the backbone of this boom. They toiled day in and day out, their sweat and dedication fueling the nation's prosperity. They had good jobs, good wages, and a chance to climb the ladder. The American dream was within reach for many, offering a path to a better life. It was the blue-collar dream, but nothing lasts forever. As time went on, the landscape of American manufacturing began to change. Cracks started to show in the American manufacturing machine. Global competition, technological advancements, and shifting economic policies began to take their toll. Factories that once buzzed with activity fell silent. Jobs that had provided for generations were lost, and communities that had thrived on industry faced uncertain futures. But the American spirit is resilient. Innovation and adaptation have always been part of our story. Today, new industries are emerging, and American workers are finding new ways to thrive. From advanced manufacturing to cutting-edge technology, the legacy of American ingenuity continues. Our workers are embracing new challenges and building the future. The story of American manufacturing is one of triumph, challenge, and reinvention. As we look to the future, we carry forward the spirit of those who came before us, always striving for excellence. America, land of the free, home of the brave, and always a land of opportunity and innovation. Competition. It's a word that has driven innovation and progress for centuries. In the world of manufacturing, competition is the heartbeat that keeps the industry alive and evolving. It's the name of the game, and it has always been about who can produce the best products at the lowest cost. But the stakes got higher as America started facing some stiff competition from overseas. In the latter half of the 20th century, American factories were no longer the undisputed champions of manufacturing. Countries like Japan and Germany, rebuilt after the war, were hungry for a piece of the pie. These nations, with their renewed vigor and innovative approaches, began to challenge the dominance of American manufacturing. They started making things cheaper and, in some cases, better. Japanese and German manufacturers focused on producing high-quality, affordable products that appealed to consumers worldwide. Their efficiency and attention to detail set new standards in the industry. But the competition wasn't just coming from other countries. Then there was the robot in the room: automation. The rise of automation brought a seismic shift in the manufacturing landscape. Machines started replacing workers on factory floors. This wasn't just a minor adjustment, it was a revolution. Automation meant that tasks once performed by human hands could now be done by machines with greater speed and precision. It was more efficient, more precise, and, let's face it, cheaper than paying a guy named Bob to do it. Robots didn't need breaks, they didn't get tired, and they could work around the clock without complaint. The writing was on the wall. The manufacturing landscape was changing. The rise of automation signaled a new era where technology and innovation would drive the industry forward. Factories had to adapt or risk being left behind in this rapidly evolving environment. Looking back, the evolution of manufacturing has always been about adapting to new challenges and seizing new opportunities. From the Industrial Revolution to the digital age, each era has brought its own set of transformations. Today we stand on the brink of yet another transformation. Advanced manufacturing technologies such as artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things are poised to revolutionize the industry once again. Smart factories, where machines communicate with each other and make decisions in real time, are becoming a reality. These innovations promise to make manufacturing even more efficient, flexible, and responsive to market demands. However, with these advancements come new challenges. Workers must adapt to new roles, often requiring new skills and training. The collaboration between humans and robots is becoming increasingly important, as both bring unique strengths to the table. The future of work in manufacturing will be shaped by this synergy between human ingenuity and technological prowess. As we navigate this new landscape, one thing remains certain. The spirit of competition and the drive for innovation will continue to propel the industry forward. In this interconnected world, the rise of automation and the ongoing competition will create new opportunities and challenges. The key to success will be the ability to adapt, innovate, and embrace the changes that lie ahead. As we look to the future, the manufacturing industry stands at a crossroads. The choices we make today will shape the landscape of tomorrow. Embracing automation and staying competitive on a global scale will be essential for continued success and growth. Visionary leaders and industry pioneers will play a crucial role in guiding the way forward. Their ability to foresee trends, invest in new technologies, and inspire their teams will determine the future of manufacturing. Innovation will remain the cornerstone of progress. Technological breakthroughs and industry transformations will continue to redefine what is possible in manufacturing. The journey ahead is filled with potential, and the rise of automation is just the beginning. The legacy of manufacturing is one of constant evolution. As we move forward, future generations will build upon the foundations laid by those who came before. The rise of automation and the spirit of competition will drive the industry to new heights, ensuring its place as a cornerstone of the global economy. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, a sleeping giant was starting to stir. China, with its massive population and low labor costs, was an untapped manufacturing powerhouse, and they smelled opportunity. China started opening up its economy, inviting foreign companies to set up shop. They offered cheap labor, lax regulations, and access to a rapidly growing market. It was an offer many companies couldn't refuse. The China price became a thing. Products made in China were just cheaper. Sometimes it was because of lower wages. Other times it was due to looser environmental and safety regulations. Whatever the reason, American companies felt the pressure. Some companies tried to compete, others decided to join them if you can't beat them. They packed up their factories and moved them overseas, chasing the promise of bigger profits. Section 5. Empty factories, unemployed workers. The human cost of shifting manufacturing. The impact on American workers was devastating. Factories closed, jobs disappeared. Communities that once thrived on manufacturing were left reeling. People who had worked their entire lives in factories suddenly found themselves out of work, their skills no longer in demand. The blue-collar dream was turning into a nightmare. Section 6. Globalization and policy, the invisible hand and the guiding hand. So how did this happen? Was it just the natural order of things? The invisible hand of globalization at work? Well, it's more complicated than that. Sure, globalization played a role, but so did government policies, both in the US and China. Trade deals, currency manipulation, tax incentives, all these things influence the flow of jobs and investment. Section 7, Made in China 2.0, investing in technology and infrastructure. China wasn't content with just being the world's cheap manufacturer. They had bigger plans. They started investing heavily in education, technology, and infrastructure. They built world-class ports, high-speed rail lines, and state-of-the-art factories. They poured money into research and development, catching up to and even surpassing the US in areas like renewable energy and artificial intelligence. China was playing the long game, and they were playing it well. Section 8. Can America bounce back? Rebuilding manufacturing might. So, can America bring back those manufacturing jobs? It's a tough question. Some say it's a lost cause. Others say we can still compete by focusing on innovation, automation, and skilled trades. We need to invest in education and training, making sure our workforce has the skills to thrive in a high-tech manufacturing environment. We also need to level the playing field when it comes to trade, making sure other countries are playing by the rules. Section 9. The road ahead, innovation, education, and fair play. The future of American manufacturing is uncertain. With the rise of global competition and the rapid pace of technological advancements, many traditional manufacturing jobs have been lost. Factories that once buzzed with activity now stand silent, a stark reminder of the challenges we face. But one thing's for sure, we can't just sit around and hope for the best. We need to take action, and that means coming together to develop new strategies and solutions. Business leaders, workers, and policymakers must collaborate to create a sustainable path forward. We need to be proactive, strategic, and dare I say, a little bit pissed off. It's time to channel our frustration into productive energy. We must harness the determination and grit that have always been the hallmarks of American industry. We need to innovate, educate, and fight for fair trade practices. Innovation is the key to staying competitive in the global market. By investing in research and development, we can create cutting-edge technologies that will drive the next wave of manufacturing. Education is equally important. We need to equip our workforce with the skills they need to thrive in a rapidly changing industry. This means investing in STEM education, vocational training, and lifelong learning opportunities. Our workers must be prepared to adapt and excel in new roles. Fair trade practices are essential to leveling the playing field. We must advocate for policies that protect American jobs and ensure that our businesses can compete fairly in the global market. This includes addressing issues like currency manipulation, intellectual property theft, and unfair subsidies. We need to show the world that America can still make things and make them better than ever before. By focusing on quality, innovation, and efficiency, we can reclaim our position as a global manufacturing leader. This isn't just about economic success, it's about national pride and the future of our communities. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go buy an American-made wrench. Supporting domestic products is one small way we can all contribute to the revival of American manufacturing. Every purchase we make is a vote for the kind of economy we want to build, or at least try to find one. It's not always easy, but it's worth the effort. Together, we can create a future where American manufacturing thrives once again, providing good jobs and a strong economy for generations to come.